Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa, and I'm so excited to welcome to the show Barton Damer. He is the founder of Already Been Chewed TV. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And as a master of visual arts, do you manifest this opportunity right now?
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
So tell us about Already Been Chewed.
Yes, so we're a design, motion graphics, and 3D animation studio. I'm the owner and founding artist of it, and I launched out on my own and started the company about 8.5 years ago. And over the last 8.5 years, we've been really blessed to be able to work with companies like Lucasfilms on Star Wars releases, Marvel, DC Comics. I'm a footwear guy myself, so we've been able to work with Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Vans, and some international footwear brands as well.
So what are you creating for these companies?
A lot of times it's global campaigns. So for instance, if there's going to be a licensed product for Star Wars, we would be generating 3D animated commercials that are inspired by Star Wars, but due to like legal reasons and things like that, we can't be exactly like Star Wars. Yeah. But it's great because we're building, ships, and we're animating robots and characters and things like that around product releases. Same with like sneaker releases and things like that. So you might walk into the storefront of, say, like a Nike store and see some of the artwork that we've created, or also see like a fully animated 3D commercial based around the technology of the shoe.
Wow. Such an interesting, fascinating, great time in 3D printing and 3D world. What can we expect? What's going to come out that we don't even know about that we can look forward to?
It's interesting. There's a lot of experimentation going on with VR, AR, things like that. And then there's always a need for storytelling behind a product or a brand. So a VR experience kind of takes away the director and storytelling because you are left to kind of figure out the story on your own. And so a lot of what we're doing currently is we are doing the storytelling, and we're giving you the perspective for how that product should be viewed.
What makes for the most compelling story?
It probably depends on the person and how it connects with the audience.
Yeah.
But anytime you can put purpose behind your design, it's going to be a much more effective campaign rather than just eye candy for the sake of eye candy. So we always try to design with purpose and really tie it into a story behind the product itself.
Fantastic.
It's an incredible way of truly impacting the social community right now in the entire dynamic and creating not only an experience, but igniting a conversation outside of that experience on behalf of a product. You know? And that's what's truly special. I love that it's not just typically like, hey, look at this hot girl in Nikes or whatever it is. It's like, this is the Nike lifestyle, and this is what it stands for, and this is how you can feel it and experience it and make it a truly like sensual experience.
Yeah, we've kind of fallen into this, I guess, genre of creating what I call feature films that are 30 seconds long. So it's really fun.
So exciting.
Is that your favorite part of what you do? What's your favorite part of what you do?
I would say the favorite part of what we do is that it's always changing, right? So if we were to be, in-house somewhere for a particular brand or anything like that, you might get caught up doing the same thing over and over. But I always tell our guys, like, hey, if you're bummed off of the client feedback or this particular project, just wait 3 weeks. We'll be on something else for somebody else.
I thought for sure you were going to say the fresh free cakes, man. I knew it. I saw all the cakes there, and I know you got a lot of sponsorships there. So
yeah. I know we don't have a ton of time, but I keep having these flashbacks to when I was in junior high and we used to do art. And I loved art so much. It was very different then, And I imagine there's kids out there essentially that love what you do. They want to do it, and yet the traditional school system doesn't even have a place for them to do this.
Yes.
It's kind of like, where can they get involved? How can they learn this technology, maybe outside of school as a hobby or whatever? How can they begin to
Yeah, that's a
go down
great
that path?
question, because what's interesting is there's 9 of us at our studio, and we are all self-taught. So, I did get a degree in commercial art. I graduated 1998, but none of the 3D animation or motion graphics was anything that I studied. It was all completely self-taught through online resources, tutorials, and things like that. And the guys that are working with me, I don't even know or really care what their education is. I'm simply looking at their skills and their portfolio and how easy they are to work with.
Wow.
So
from that
so different,
from that
right?
standpoint, yeah, it's great because your only barrier of entry is do you have a computer and can you afford to get the software?
Wow.
Which is becoming more and more
And do you have
affordable.
a passionate and do you have a drive for all that's so important? Well, how can people work with you? How can they find you?
Yeah, my personal is at Barton Damer. On Instagram is where I'm most active, and then our studio is at Already Been Chewed.
If people want to go and experience one of these, where can we go?
As far as being able to see the work?
Yeah.
Wow, it's all over the place. You know, we had a chance earlier this year to do content for Tiffany & Co. So Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, they installed a 25-foot LED screen, and they brought in ASAP Ferg as part of the campaign, and we had visuals going. So it's going to be hit or miss as to where the campaign's playing or how long it's up.
Well, we'll just follow you so we can know.
That's
Super
right.
exciting.
Perfect.
Thank you for your art.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your work. Stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow. Good morning, LaLa Land.